Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Mariota now on second down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Mariota gives to Henry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Woo, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on fourth down.
Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. Now it's Murphy. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their...
He's got a man, complete. A big play here for the Bills. 53 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, his throw incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying... no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Allen again. And now another one thrown incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Second down, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota forced out to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Kyle Williams in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep here, Marcus Murphy. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson. Oh, now he bowls him over. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One. Three.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. The 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, here's Allen. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Ivory that time. And it'll bring up third down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Completes it to Chris Ivory. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete.
Keep it rolling.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, Mariota. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and now it's second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And here's Allen to throw on 2nd down. Going deep for Benjamin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Morgan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. With it is Jackson. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll toss it to Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. So the Titans come up here 1st and 15, but kind of interesting, the Titans were penalized the 2nd least amount in the NFL in 2017. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Avoids him at the 40. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Off
play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And the Bills getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw on second down. Allen. Pass incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
This quarterback now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%. But he does have a 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he comes back with one complete. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now it's Murphy. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now on 1st down. And caught by Curley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find Curley. And he's is going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Gone! 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 Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone! 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 Hot!
Allen operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Finding some room at midfield.
Whoosh.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, They're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Murphy. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And the Panthers have now taken the lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Allen to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A good pickup there, a 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Allen now from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jeremy Curley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Mariota to throw it this time. Goes underneath for Henry. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here. And that's caught inside the 30. And still fighting. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Look at 56.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll get it up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Allen. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Allen. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. His tight end, Clay, the intended receiver. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Switch. Mike 51, Mike 51. One.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Keep it rolling.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's going to let it wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now Allen. They're going over the middle here to Curley. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.